Welcome to our end of season awards spectacular. I promised you a Saturday special, so hit like and subscribe and let's celebrate this season together. Hello everybody, ChasingLamely here with your Saturday end of season awards special as we celebrate going into the league, or back into the league I should say. It's been a hell of a season. We're just going to very quickly go through things, or as quickly as the game allows me to go through them, because for some reason it really wants to get excited about this about these awards. I don't know why it decided to suddenly take so long to do things, but you know, we'll make it work. So in terms of ins this season, this will be probably the last time I bring any players in, I hope. Alex Kirk, of course, the star man, came from Arsenal for free. Marco Reus came from Southampton, I don't know he came from us. Alex Vallejo came from Huddersfield, Neil Ardley came from Burton, Callum Ceesay from Spurs, Kenneth Easy and Saxon Hurley, they definitely didn't come in from us. Saxon Hurley, I think, came in from, I would say Norwich, yeah. I don't know where Kenneth Easy came from Cambridge as well. There we go, Cambridge. Jack Wilshere from West Ham, Cameron Jerome in from MK Dons, Reece Judge came in from wherever he came in from. There's a lot of players came in this season, probably more than I expected, and for some reason the game is frozen on me. I love it when this happens. It's always good. It always makes us look like professionals. Ollie Lee came in from Hearts, and apparently a bunch of other guys aren't going to get named. Harrison Dunk from Cambridge. Patrick Sheba came in from, it definitely wasn't us again, from St Albans. Ethan Burnett in from Southampton. George Marsh from Spurs. Paul Barry, I think, came in from Weymouth. Max Robson from Spurs. Matthew Craig from Spurs. We've raided Spurs. We have raided Spurs' youth team this season. Josh Ferguson from Hamilton. Chris Bell from Elgin City. Nathan Phillips came in from Liverpool. That was quite a big headline signing, and he only played 3 games, so that worked out well. That was time well spent. Gary Mooney from Port Talbot, Ellis Simpson from Woking, Tyson from Ipswich, and Saeed Kibombo came in from Cardiff Met. In terms of the players who have left the club this season, there's been quite a few out. I don't think I mentioned actually, Gavin Moody retired at the end of the season, or from his injury at least. Kyle Brady, of course, left to join Sheffield United. I don't know what happened to him as things stand. Did he get a game? He didn't get a game. He hasn't even really improved, which, you know, maybe we'll try and get him back on loan next season, because I know I can get improvement out of him, and I definitely prefer him to Max Robson, given the option, so that would be nice. And once again, we wait for this thing to do its thing, because why would we not? There we go, the poor girl's struggling. Leon Neal, of course, joined Kingstonian. We loaned out a bunch of players. Let's not go into those. Let's look at the season results. So our expectation was top half. We, of course, finished first. Our average home attendance was 2,500, which is 8% of our capacity. And Joseph Torrent, the top goal scorer, with 39 goals. We did a bunch of stuff. These leagues were just kind of friendly leagues. We expected to finish in the top half. I mean, that's not really a huge surprise. We didn't really play anyone big in any of these games. Werder Bremen's third team was the biggest thing we played. We got to the first round of the FA Cup, which disappointed the board slightly, but they're okay at the end of the day. And we're expected to reach the semi-final of the FA Trophy and, of course, finished runner-up. So that worked out okay. Moments to remember for the Dragons this season. Let's see what these look like. Our biggest win was in the FA Trophy. That's 7-0 over Brackley, which we definitely saw on the channel. And we had a match to remember with Boreham Wood, beat them 6-1. Goals from Barton, Robson, Porter, and a brace from Torrent. And the goal of the season was Chris Cahill's 45th minute goal in that 3-0 win over Dagenham, which you can't click on anymore, and it drives me mental that we can't just show it in the episode without me having to go looking for it. So remember, Cahill 3-0, Dagenham, we'll go back, we'll look at it. Finances, our reputation's improved from obscure to local. No new sponsorships, which is always fun. Our sponsorships are down to 25k, broadcast revenue 34.8k. We've made money though, we've gone up in profit on corporate hospitality, prize money, and indeed match day, commercial and retail. And we've sold 478 shirts this year. Joseph Torrent being the king of the shirt sellers. Of course, Jack Wilshere sold some shirts, because Jack Wilshere, how we lined up this season, that's going to be a big question, because I can't remember what I guess we probably had the same team most of the season now I think about it. Omer, Ceesay, Kirk, Jones, McCormick, Yassine, Hardy, Kayembe, Robson, Torrent and Porter. There's nothing I'm surprised about there at all, if I'm completely honest. Let's have a quick look at what accolades have been won this season. I won the Manager of the Month award for May and December. Player of the Season, Joseph Torrent. Young Player of the Season, Joseph Torrent. Signing of the Season, Alex Kirk. Goal of the Season, Chris Cahill. Joseph Torrent was top goal scorer, of course, with 51 goals. Steve Hardy got 23 assists. Joseph Torrent, 13 Player of the Match awards. Joseph Torrent, average rating of 7.4. and most passes completed per 90 minutes, 44 for Vinny Kayembe. Competition-wise, we got the player of the season for Jason Porter, the top goal scorer for Jason Porter. How is it showing me National League North top goal scorers? They were clearly last season. Player of the season this year, there we go. We got Joseph Torrent for that and top goal scorer. That makes more sense. Most record breakers, most overall goals by a player of the season, 51 for Joseph Torrent there. Most goals by a player in a match, Torrent breaks that record. Most goals by a player in a league match, Torrent breaks it. Most clean sheets by a player in the season, Alex O'Meara, 18 of them. Joseph Torrent got 13 player of the match awards, breaking that record. Rob McCormick broke the worst discipline record with 18 yellows and 2 reds. Alex O'Meara has now made 88 appearances for the club. Jason Porter has now scored 72 goals for the club. Liam Mackay is the oldest player to ever play for the club at 43 years and 350 days. He's now 44. I think he'll retire over the summer. Our highest ever transfer fee was Kenneth Easy at 80k, and our highest received just under 7k. Freddie Barton scored in 26 seconds at one stage this season. There you go. There's a thing. That's a fun time all round. And frankly, Harchester started better than anyone else and ran with that all the way to promotion. Can't argue with that. That's pretty strong. Let's go and have a very quick look at this goal of the season, and then we can wrap this episode up. In fact, we'll come back and look at the budgets in a second, but first, I want to have a look at this goal of the season. So this was the game where Cahill scored the goal of the season. Let's have a look at it because it was the first goal of the game. I feel like I remember this. I don't know why, but I do. Also notable, one of the only times I played a goalkeeper this season on the bench. Right, ball went just hoofed forward, beat everyone. I do remember this goal. Cahill clean through and just hoofs it bottom corner from outside the box. Is it the best goal you've seen us score this season? Let me know in the comments if you think that's the best goal we've scored this season, because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that was the best goal we've scored this season. But let's look at the all-important things. Our club vision and expectation, that's going to be important. They want us to develop players next season. Defensively solid football is never going to happen. Direct football, counter-attacking football, that's always worked. Sign players in the age of 20 for the future. I mean, we're not planning on signing any players. And then our ongoing plan, work within the wage budget, sell players to sell for a profit, maintain the best youth academy in the country, maintain the best youth system in the world, maintain Sky Bet League 2's best youth system, and wants us to fight bravely against relegation. And of course, our contract expires into the season, and we have to work towards repairing the club's financial damage, because I might have to pay attention to Custer Profit's incredible video on dealing with financial damage, because go check that out. I recommend it. Just go look up Custer Profit's channel. There's a link on my channel somewhere for sure anyway. Go check that out. We're going to have to all pay attention to that. That's going to be our mission for this season. Let's have a quick look, see who got chucked into the overall best 11 this season. Alex Kirk made the team the best ever team, and Cisse and Robson also made the best ever team. I've never seen this before. The club is rightly proud and produce the likes of McCormick, ELC and Hardy, Vinny Comer and Joe Strong, what will go down as a true golden generation. There we go. That's fun. That's fun. Right, end of season team meeting. Let's try to break any hearts. We will break some hearts, I'm sure. We are good enough to not be involved in a relegation battle. I think you'll all be given the chance to come back. Go not go over asking the squad to compete on a level we're not even remotely close to. Well, I'm afraid I disagree, but I'm going to raise my hands. I'm going to back down and say work as hard as you can to avoid the drop. Why not? That seems to... We'll discuss promises when we get back. There's not any promises made today. Get over it. Code of conduct. Everyone's happy. Good. Right. Let's go on holiday. Sod off. It's been a long season. Don't mess around. It's not giving me any kind of transfer budgety type information. I wasn't planning on spending anyway. It's just always interesting to see what you get given to spend. I mean, I guess my biggest problem is going to be getting rid of £16,000 of wage budget. I'm not entirely certain where that's going to go. It will be a question for the next episode, of course. I'm sort of hoping Alex O'Meara will retire because that will take care of some of that wage budget issue. Jack Wilshere also on a big wage. I'm hoping we'll get some kind of wage boost for next season anyway. But we're going to try and sell Cameron Jerome on, probably sell Neil Ardley on, probably Chris Cahill too if he doesn't retire. Also, I'd expect Nathan Phillips to go because I'm not going to renew his contract or, in fact, Connor Wickham's contract. So some of these players will go. Bradley Summers' contract will go too. So that should be a fair whack. I mean, there's only, 1, 2, 3 of those players I'm planning on keeping. And that's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 8 players going on an average of about £1,000 a week, £2,000 a week each. We should be okay. We should be okay once I've let those guys go. That's the plan. In the meantime, guys, we'll wrap this episode up before it goes unnecessarily long, for it is essentially just an award show. And we'll switch to the right screen because I was paying attention. I know what I'm doing. Listen, guys, I'm a pro. All right, I know what I'm doing. Don't ever question that I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, thanks for watching. You can find me on the socials below. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. I'm ChasingLamely on everything. Like and subscribe, because liking and subscribing means we might have a chance of staying up next season. Magic Graphic will in fact remind you to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because ringing the bell just sounds cool. I'm so running out of things to say just about ringing the bell. I'm really sorry. Anyway, guys, in the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. I have been ChasingLamely. And until next time, have a good one.